Hello and welcome to part 2 of this reading for the shadow phase of the Strawberry Moon. Exposing the work you've done. I feel like that should be the title of this video. We shall see, I guess, by the time we finish, how it turns out. The song Eternal Flame may be important for somebody. It's a song by the Bangles, FYI. I will link that in the description. Say my name, sun shines through the rain. Oh, that so lonely. Come and ease the pain. Susanna Hoffs. She worked with Prince. I think he kind of like Prince always like had these kind of girl crushes, I feel like, with women that he worked with, and I think Susanna Haas was one of them, and he wrote the song Manic Monday, which became a huge hit for the Bangles. But Eternal Flame was one of their ballads. Anyway, so this is relevant to a twin flame partnership, which if you looked at part 1 of the reading and you're here at part 2 because of part 1, then you understand. So we're going to look for a little bit of clarification. I wasn't going to do that, but now here we are, because why not, right? What else I got to do but catch some Z's? Again, Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus. 4 of Cups. Well, you know, emperors be emperoring, and I feel like some people feeling left out about that, and saying like, where's mine? Even though they were already given, you know, this over here, and then they're like stacking it up, and then they're like, well, where's the next? But they're not even looking at what, you know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe this is somebody who like knows how to do something, but they just don't want to. Okay, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. So if you are this emperor, maybe you were in a relationship with somebody that was like that. If this is not your message, then it's not your message. But if it resonates, thanks. Give me a like or drop a comment. Because, you know, I usually don't interpret that card that way at all. But since we're doing a clarification and that's just how it came out. So, gotta go with what the message is here. So the 3 of Wands in the sacral Hierophant. Wowza. Okay, we already have the Hierophant and the Crown. I don't want to overinterpret this right now, but yeah, I mean, logically speaking, you can't get married or, you know, legally bound to somebody when you're living in 2 separate places, as the 3 of Wands suggests. So somebody could be traveling towards you to make this kind of, or at least I feel like that's almost like, because the thing with the Hierophant, the priest energy is like, they know the rules, right? And then they're like, well, here's the rules and here's how I think everything should go, right? And part of that might be you moving, might be you traveling with them, might be, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what they're gonna say here, but it's like somebody's coming in to kind of lay down the law with you, or if you're this emperor, that's kind of like how you've presented yourself in relationships, and you know, that's kind of like your MO. So if you want to be with somebody, you're like, hey, you're doing this, and that's how it's gonna be. So if you are a feminine energy, just be prepared for maybe some of that kind of, and see, that's the thing, how it connects with Taurus. It's like it's that stubborn kind of bossy, like bull in a china shop, like, okay, well, I'm glad you feel that way now. You know, like, thanks for your opinion, but I got to get back to my regularly scheduled, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got something at 2 o'clock coming up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can I get back to you? You know what I mean? And it's not like to be rude or to take offense, but it's like, exactly, when you are in two separate places, yeah, sometimes things are not lining up, and it's like, when is it going to happen here? And I feel like that's part of where this almost wanderlust is coming in, because there's some frustration, and especially with the Hierophant being something that is more like by the book also. So if you are wanting to do things appropriately, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody, you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody currently. Or, you know, some people like say things like, well, I can't afford to get divorced. Well, really? Or do you just not want to? You know what I mean? Like, there are certain things that do matter to people in their relationships. So, you know, not everybody might take that as seriously. However, the Hierophant is one of those cards where it does take it more as it's the traditional sense. And now that it's showing up twice in this reading, I think it's very important. So in the sacral energy, even though somebody might be coming towards you, you might be like, well, you know what? That's, again, thanks for the offer. But like, you know, and maybe that's somebody coming like to flirt with you, and they're like, hey. And it's like, well, hey, I'm glad you're feeling so well and feisty. However, that doesn't mean that I'm hopping into anything with you, because if you haven't cleared out past say alliances, you know, to put it as a nice term, then, you know, the buck stops here type thing. So this healing energy with the star, please, Spirit, can we, yes, clarify? You know, for some of you, you might even be going to like some springs or something, some natural springs, hot springs. I would recommend it if you've never tried it before. It is kind of cool. And, you know, it gets you out of your element, perhaps, you know? All right, thank you. Ooh, the Chariot. Cancerian energy. So whatever you've been working on that's been healing to you is definitely close to your heart, and you feel ready to kind of, you know, count on it as that, you know that song like Vehicle. Your vehicle, baby, take you where you wanna go. Vehicle woman. Dun, dun. Yeah, and somebody's saying, I love you here. And it's almost like you're guaranteeing your spot at home because you're healing. And the way you're doing it, you're kind of looking like a badass out there. You know? And it's like, who's these little spirit animals, or, you know, what's going on with that? The little sphinxes. You might have some interest in ancient Egypt as well. Now, moving on to the heart chakra here, this feisty old Seven of Pentacles that I was picking on in the previous reading. So if you came here to clarify just for that, here we go. Here you are, the big moment. So what do we have for this collective? And this Seven of Pentacles, please. Working hard or hardly working, huh? Oh my gosh. How about to impress the Empress? Libra energy. Talk about some freedom here. Somebody seeing you as a mother figure as well. Somebody that sees you, that works hard for your money, works hard for your abundance. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's not careless. You know, kind of the old saying, you get what you pay for. Okay. And in the first part of the reading, I was saying sometimes all that glitters is not gold, right? Like it might look like it, but is the value the same, right? Well, an Empress would know, because an Empress is quality. Okay, so again, if you are this masculine, you may be trying to manifest this Empress, or this Empress is actually showing up here, and you're trying to see, it's like matching abundance or something. And remember too, with Libra, it's balancing the scales. So with the complementary nature of twin flames and partners, let's clarify the Lovers, please. That's in the throat chakra. Another air sign. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so if there's ever... well, somebody could be communicating that they're like, well, hey, you're leaving me out or something. Which, you know, that happens. If you're in a partnership and then there's another party, then yeah, somebody's always going to get left out. 3 is a crowd. And this 5 of Pentacles is somebody definitely getting the cold shoulder. Now, this could be you. And this could be you after, you know, maybe somebody not reciprocating your pentacles in the way that you thought. You know, and it was like, oh, it's kind of like this, you know. Like there was some disappointment there. So, you know, once that was communicated, you know, you turn the cold, you know, and kind of turn the cold shoulder, and then it's like, oh, but then you want to feel left out? Well, I thought that's what you wanted, so... All right, let's clarify this Queen of Cups here. Four of Wands. I wanted to flip over. Okay. Judgment. Talking about raising the roof. You're raising your standards, okay? So you've rounded out your vision to be something that is something to aspire to. Not, you know, something to kind of like shield yourself from, okay? And you're also able to take your vision and apply it this way, okay? Because we already saw in the first part of the reading, if you didn't catch that, topped off by the Hierophant in your crown. So let's clarify that one, please. This is one of those things where I feel like it's kind of like the universe has your back. You know, like you can only get kicked down so long, and then eventually you're gonna, you know, like Tom Petty said, even the losers, yeah, get lucky sometimes. So, one more for this collective. to clarify on this Hierophant? Right. King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, who appeared in the first part of the reading. Leo, I was thinking of as well. Wow, the Lover's on the bottom of the deck. So, very strong. So this actually could be somebody that has Aries in their chart, or definitely someone that is carrying the passion. Now, you know, the Hierophant being here is kind of like bringing the rule of order as well. So, but like this King of Wands, just the way it's like looking back here and saying, well, hey, I see this Empress. I see, you know, how I want this to turn out. It's just not, you know, I mean, with this Three of Wands here, with this travel, it's not yet, but it's like, if you're this divine masculine or if you're a divine feminine, you know, somebody might be asking you to make this happen. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please manifest wisely. Go and look at the strawberry moon and enjoy yourselves. And I hope this reading helped. So, good night and good luck. Bye-bye.